I'm looking for someone.
I'm looking for the goddess. Are you the goddess? Who is the goddess?
Someone to love.
I guess you could say I'm an Oreo cookie freak. I have an Oreo cookie jar, Oreo salt and pepper shakers.
Some of the things I love are photography, travel, skiing, and cuddling.
And my goal in life is to have my own religion.
Dating as an adult can be incredibly awkward. Once we've moved past the point in our lives where we're going to high school or university every day and have taken up a 9-to-5 job that sucks up every waking moment left in our sad, miserable lives, it can be pretty hard to find that potential bachelor or bachelorette you're interested in taking on a date. I mean, sure, you can maybe go to a bar, or go to a gym, or maybe pick up a social hobby that you're passionate about that forces you to meet up with other people. But I can't do that, dude. I'm agoraphobic. I watch Twitch streams, and I get scared when that streamer acknowledges me in their chat.
On Mark. Dude,
No, I'm not here. And one trusty solution all of us in our mid-20s and onwards can always count on are dating apps. Whether you're hooking up on Tinder, getting serious on Hinge, or looking to get a blowjob within 5 seconds of opening up your Grindr app, dating apps are a tried and true method to find your potential lover in our digital age. And with access to the internet, there are endless possibilities for you to meet your potential future lover. You can make an account on plenty of oddly specific websites, find love on the battlefield in a number of different online video games, or even get violently rejected as some person in front of you smashes some big red button while Cody Code judges you in the corner of the video.
Oh my god, do you see how fucking fast she hit that?
Hey, shut up, Cody! Now more than ever, finding love has never been easier. Now imagine not having the internet. 80s video dating services. The online dating before the internet. Actually starting in the late 1970s with the advent of VHS and Betamax video technology, video dating would become the newest way for potential lovers to lock eyes with that sexy somebody. As long as it was on a 14-inch CRT television. And the place where this all started was in Los Angeles, California. Our history of VHS dating actually starts off in the mid-1970s. VHS and Betamax tapes had recently become widely available to the public, and one man by the name of Jeffrey Ullman knew this was the future. But he was struggling to figure out just how to start a company that revolved around this new home video medium. At first, he tried filming older businessmen golfing or playing tennis for $25 a pop, so that they could look back at their tape and analyze their swings. But this didn't really bring in much money. So much so that he was eventually forced to take a job as a traveling Teflon salesman in order to make ends meet. But in late 1975, while at a dinner party, a woman Jeff was close to would complain about meeting men and how awkward blind dates were, which he would respond along the lines of, "Why don't you find a way to advertise yourself?" And that's when the idea hit him. So, a few months later, in February of 1976, Jeff Ullman would convert a windowless one-room office on the 18th floor of a giant Los Angeles building into what would be known as the biggest video dating service for the next 2 decades. Great Expectations.
Do you have friends or relatives who are single? You've probably heard them complain about the difficulty in meeting really terrific people. So what do you tell them? Do you recommend a good singles bar? Do you try to fix them up again? There is something that works. It's called Great Expectations. Your single friends can see and hear someone on video before they meet that special person. If your friends are tired of wasting their valuable time, tell them about Great Expectations. There is a better way to meet people. It's called Great Expectations.
It started with only 30 members, and the way that Jeff was able to convince these people to try out a brand new way to date was to go to any singles bar, divorce recovery seminar, or any public meetup where you can count on singles to be there, and try to convince them to try out this brand new way to date. Which sounds really awkward now that I think about it, especially if those places have nothing to do with actually being single. but are heavily associated with being single. Like, imagine you're just chilling, living your best life, playing Yu-Gi-Oh or something, and some random ass dude just busts into your board game store and is like, "What's up, nerds? I know none of your stinky asses got girlfriends. You should try out my new dating app. It's called Date Masters. It's like shuffling through your favorite deck of cards, but instead of dragons and magicians, you got ladies, and there's a lot less of a sweaty smell." So once Jeff found enough people, he brought them into his small office, put them in front of a camera, and created their dating profiles by asking them some basic questions like, what makes you angry? What are you looking for in a partner? And he probably threw in some spicy and weird questions every once in a while, because I need to know why someone would have the balls to say this.
Co-ed bubble bath sounds like a real fun idea I want to try out.
Dog, this is gonna be your first impression with the ladies. What are you doing? Do these men want to come off as crazy in these videos?
Might not appear it, but semi-crazy.
Okay, well, at least that guy's honest. But these video interviews weren't the only thing that made up a member's profile. In fact, the video interview was just step 5 of a multi-step process to create a potential bachelor's full dating profile. And don't worry, I'm gonna go through this stuff right now. Step 1 and 2 would be convincing the potential member to join Great Expectations service. This would usually be through a phone call or a postmarked ad, which surprisingly there was a time where people didn't find those annoying.
No way.
And the future member would receive an invitation to the dating center, where the employee can introduce you to the service. Then step 3 would have the new member fill out a form that describes their general likes, dislikes, their personal values, and what they're looking for in a partner. And step 4 would be a photo shoot, where headshots are taken to go along with a member's profile form. Cheese. And then step 5 would be the video interview, where a camera operator will ask you about your interests, your hobbies, and what you're looking for in a relationship in a casual and relaxed manner.
I'm looking for a trendy girl with a simple smile. Wait, it says here, oh, excuse me.
Okay, well maybe they're not always the most relaxed interviews. And after you've completed your full dating profile, it's time to start finding your next date. What you would do is flip through thousands of members' profiles, find someone who has the same interests as you, and check out their video. And if you're interested, you would fill out the member's code number and first name on a form, and Great Expectations would send them a postcard saying someone wants to meet you. Then they can come in, check out your video, and if it's a match, both parties would receive each other's full name and phone numbers so that they can set up their first date. You see how easy that was? That's the magic of 1980s analog technology. Dude, my naive 1980s Reagan era mind can't comprehend how this could be any easier. Now, Great Expectations wouldn't be the only video dating company at the time, but it was definitely the most successful and most well-known of the companies, as many other video dating companies at the time, such as Visual Dating Limited, Teledate, and Datamax to name a few, would flame out only after a few years, because video dating generally tended to be really expensive. And by the early 1990s, Great Expectations would expand to have around 49 locations across the United States. And they were even earning around $65 million per year. Do you know how much money that is in 1990s money? That's like 350 holographic Charizards! Great Expectations would be the dominant player in the video dating era, but it still had one major hurdle to overcome. And that would be its outward appearance to the broader public. Because no matter how hard the company tried, they could never really shake off the label of video dating being pretty lame. While Great Expectations would make a whole lot of holographic Charizards, they could never really shake off the stigma for being a last resort for lonely people. And they tried hard to try and shake off that stigma, as Jeff Ullman would snidely remark that people don't mind being caught up in a bad romance in an interview in 1986 when the idea that people wouldn't want to be caught dead in a dating service was brought up. Which I feel like is just the PR way of saying you'd rather be married to your bitch wife. Like, I feel like there's some fire behind those words. I think there's some fucking anger in Jeff's soul. We'll get to that later. That's some foreshadowing right there. And even later in the 90s, they would send out a welcome package videotape to try and counteract those stereotypes, which would be filmed during business hours in one of their offices, with people even looking through books of member profiles in the background, which just makes me laugh thinking about how many times they probably had to reshoot because of the people in the background. Because if you listen closely to this video, you can hear everything that's going on in that background.
Whether you're sitting or whether you're standing, you're going to learn so much about Great Expectations, and I'm going to control my destiny. It's so difficult to do that. But it's so difficult to say yes. It's so difficult to say, yes, I have a vision.
Hey! Shut the fuck up! Christ!
Great Expectations is a great opportunity just waiting for you. This video would record testimonials from multiple members and their positive experiences with Great Expectations, and try to reassure new potential members that there is no negative stigma to VHS dating. Although I don't really think they did such a good job with that.
You need to know that you're not alone. There's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of members who feel the same way you feel, who have come here and joined Great Expectations because they don't want to be alone.
What is it, Susie? Am I alone or not alone? You said I wasn't alone, but everyone else said that they joined because they didn't want to be alone. They sound pretty lonely to me.
I decided that I'm lonely.
I knew it! I'm a fucking loser, dude! Yo, Susie, why would you fucking lie to me, bitch? Now everyone's gonna know I'm alone! How can I be alone? I got this cool TV t-shirt! It's the 80s! Pinche pendeja! You said I wasn't alone! The video was mainly meant to explain how the service works from members themselves, and it seems like the wide range of people they interview was their way of showing that basically anyone can find love. It didn't matter if you were too old, already had children, or even if you were Italian.
Great Expectation, posto bellissimo, pieno di donne, se volete un'amorosa, quello è il posto giusto da venire.
Great Expectations is here to prove that there is someone out there for you. And it's also pretty funny hearing the wide range of experiences that people had with video dating. You have this poor dude like, don't worry about the amount of people who don't respond to you. There's someone out there interested in dating you.
I'd say don't worry about getting a few no responses because there's thousands out there.
And then you got Big Shot Cherry over here like, yeah, I get lots of invitations to go out on dates. You can be choosy. You don't gotta date every loser who's interested in dating you.
Be a little bit choosy about who you date because you'll get a lot of offers and you want to make sure that it's the right type of person.
Why you gotta do Scott like that, Great Expectations? He seems like a nice guy. At least give him some buffer room between those two clips. Actually, you never know. He could have been like the 1990s equivalent of the one guy on Tinder who just swipes right on every motherfucker you see. You get a postcard, you get a postcard, you get a postcard, you get a postcard. Send every woman a fucking postcard. Scotty's here, baby. Everybody's getting a piece of Scott today, baby. Let's go. This video is also a great time capsule to what people were like in the 90s. There's a lot of women with 90s blowout hairstyles, colorful sweaters. My favorite guy is Thurman.
I'm ready to get married and settle down. I'm retiring next year. I gotta spend some of this money.
Okay, dude, you could totally tell Thurman fucks. But no matter how hard they tried, Great Expectations was never really able to shake that dating for losers stigma. It was constantly parodied in pop culture on TV shows like The Simpsons.
I want to have a baby before it's too late. You're looking at a free lunch, boys. Come and get it.
Ugh, back to the lock with you, Nessie.
Mad TV.
Steven Seagal, number 612.
So as you can imagine, I'm looking for someone who's quite attractive. Or at least as attractive as Kelly, which isn't exactly simple when you consider how hot she is.
And hell, it was even parodied in an early Borat sketch.
Thank you for coming in today to see if Great Expectations is right for you.
Yes, but if she cheats on me, I will crush her.
You will crush her. Well, honey, that's not going to qualify you with our membership if you're prepared to crush a woman. You can break up with her and divorce her, but you cannot, no crushing.
It was even laughed at long after VHS Dating had gone out of style, with Tim and Eric making multiple sketches with cringy video dating members who all had no nose.
My online alter ego is 18 feet tall and has giant wings, like an angel's, but also like a demon's. His name is Carlor.
And even Ellen brought in some of the men who appeared on these tapes to her show just to ask them what the hell they were thinking.
Now, who's still single? Okay. All right.
But I guess it wasn't entirely ridiculed the whole time, as video dating would appear in other places in pop culture, like in the movie A Perfect Couple in 1979.
Fox presents...
Hello?
Sheila 312.
This is Alex 207.
A Perfect Couple.
Or in 1992's Singles, where Tim Burton plays the camera guy to make the cheesiest dating video for the movie's main protagonist.
He is only like the next Martin Scorsese.
Hi! I crave responsibility, respectability, and love. My goals are serenity and knowledge and men who can understand me.
Okay, well, even in its brightest moments, this VHS dating stuff still looks pretty cringy. But even with all the negative stereotypes, it didn't stop Jeffrey Ullman and Great Expectations from collecting those sweet, sweet choisewads. But despite this successful and profitable venture, Jeff Ullman would still sell Great Expectations to a financial services firm in 1995. Because by this time, the internet and online dating were starting to make themselves known.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Match.com,
It's like the
dating service
I never had.
And Great Expectations was starting to receive some really negative press. And by negative press, I mean Great Expectations was about to implode. By the mid-90s, Great Expectations' public perception had slowly gone from dating for losers to dating as a scam. For one, the price of a membership had skyrocketed by the mid-90s, with one 3-year membership costing a patron $2,000. And I guess you can justify it by saying it pays for the professional photography and the video interview and all the offices you can go to flip through thousands of member profiles, but that's insane for 90s money if you factor in inflation. That's like a whole ass misprinted Krabby Fossil car. And if that wasn't bad enough, in 1995, the United States Federal Trade Commission would take Great Expectations to court over allegations of them overbilling their own customers, tricking members into paying membership fees up to 40% when they were only promised to pay up to 18% in their contracts. And I ain't no big city mathematician or nothing, but if I look at that 18% that I signed, and I look at that 40% that I'm paying, and if I do the deductions correctly just to see how much Great Expectations is scamming me, I can clearly see that it ain't no motherfucking 18%, bitch! Give me back my fucking money! Plus, 2 years earlier, the company was forced to pay $25,000 or one whole holographic crystal Charizard.
What the hell is even that?
To 28 Washington customers who claimed that they were forced into purchasing a membership or never received the promised services. So, the company was starting to get into some legal trouble. And if that wasn't bad enough, Great Expectations founder Jeffrey Ullman, the man who promised you could find love with his dating service, couldn't even find love himself. Huh? And on top of that, was known to go off on people, hates to date, and was generally known as a fucking jerk. Allegedly. Which made people start to think, why am I trusting this guy with my relationship? Jeffrey Ullman had a PR problem. Years before, the founder of Great Expectations seemed like such an over-the-top and witty guy. He would often make the rounds of many of the talk shows of the 80s, and while he was described as being somewhat unnerving at times, he made for a great talk show guest. And he also seemed to have a knack for creating entertaining television, as he was the co-creator and co-producer of 2 dating shows, The Love Connection and Tail Daters. But as more and more of Jeff's personal life was revealed to the public, the more people began to realize that he seemed like kind of an asshole. For one, people began to question his advice on finding love when he had not 1, not 2, but 3 failed marriages. So the man who marketed himself as the modern day Cupid, even going so far as to have a mural in his boardroom of the matchmaker angel with his 6-month-old face as the head of Cupid, and that's not me making that shit up, that was literally reported about the guy all the way back in 1994, the modern day Cupid couldn't even set himself up with his own perfect match. Even though he's charging you a whole lot of goddamn 90s money for you to be able to find love. And his exes weren't even the only ones to have a rocky relationship with Mr. Ullman. Even his relationship with his own family was rough. For one, he fired his own mother, who was both his first employee and worked completely for free when he started his company back on that little closet space on the 18th floor. And he fired her not once, but twice. This man had the balls not only to kick his mom's ass out to the curb once, but to rehire her, bring her back into the company just to kick her ass out again. My man, you're just aiming for the double cheekage at that point. You're making sure that both those cheeks feel that boo. What are you doing? That's your mom. And mom wasn't even the only member in his family to experience his wrath. He was even terrible to his own sister, who he called excessively overweight and a lesbian. And to be fair to him, I guess I'll try, he said he didn't care that his sister was a lesbian. He just cared that she looked like one. Oh yeah, nice save, homie. Guys. I don't mind the fact that my sister is happy and able to find love with another woman. I mind the fact that she thinks it's okay to wear a Canadian tuxedo. I just find lesbian fashion to be gross, and I can't have that in my member lockers. And from all accounts, Jeff's sister Diane was a great interviewer and salesman. She was described as warm and funny, and made Great Expectation members feel at home when they were visiting the members' libraries. The only issue as an employee that Jeff could come up with is that, and I'm quoting here, you would look at her and you would say, "Oh God, dude, that's your sister." And if that wasn't bad enough, he was also known of having a habit of making his employees cry. So much so that it got him banned from visiting his own dating centers. And if all this shitty boss behavior makes you think, he acts really callously around his employees, I bet he's also pretty stingy as fuck with his money too. Well, you be right. Because in 1990, the franchisees of his company staged a revolt. Due to the gigantic amount of money to fork over to start a franchise, Jeff Ullman demanding 10% of their revenue each month, and he's asking all this while the competition and the postage hikes are making postal advertising go up, thus making it harder for the company to succeed at this time. And he was asking for all this during a recession. There isn't enough Charizard to pay these fucking people we're scamming, Jeff! The people are demanding more Charizards! Jeff Ullman was demanding way too much, and his franchisees had had enough and threatened to strike, which Ullman relented and brought his royalty fees down to 8% and promised to use a third of that money for advertising for all of Great Expectations centers around the country, thus cutting the cost of advertising for his franchisees. But eventually, this franchisee revolt would all be water under the bridge. Or at least it would be mostly water under the bridge. As you know, Jeff had to get his snide remarks in, the little rascal, as he would bring up the franchisee revolt in a company meeting a few years later when talking about Great Expectations' future as something that had set the entire company back, but had to happen. And he compared the franchisor-franchisee relationship he had with his workers to a marriage where both partners need to pull their weight.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead!
So you know, the meeting is already off to a good start with some passive-aggressive comments from your boss about wanting to be paid more fairly. Man, y'all f***ed up our shit big time. But I guess you crybabies had a point now that I look back at it. But this meeting wasn't about Ullman reminding his workers about their sins of wanting to be compensated more fairly. It was about the future of Great Expectations. Because by this time, it was the mid-90s, and technology was advancing fast, and Jeff could see the potential dangers ahead.
America Online, a new way to use your computer.
And to drive this point home, he would take out a homemade styrofoam tombstone with the letters GERIP. This could be our future, he tried to caution. Although reports say his giddiness got in the way, probably because he was about to take out another styrofoam tombstone with the words negative images of GE, and he would say, "This is the tombstone that I want to tap dance on." Definitely the highlight of the meeting. Jeff Ullman was excited about the prospect of moving his company into the 21st century, as statistics of the time indicated that half of all Americans would be single by the year 2000. However, Great Expectations and VHS Dating wouldn't survive much longer as a viable business, as the next new innovation in dating was starting to make itself known with Kiss.com and Match.com. And surprisingly, Yid.com, which was a South African Jewish dating website, which was like even before Match.com. So even when dating websites are barely a thing, we're already getting the super specific ones. Dude, I love the specific websites. Farmers Only, Christian Mingle. If you're part of a normal or even not so normal subgroup, don't worry, there's a specific dating website out there for you. They're so goofy. Online dating would quickly become the main way for lonely singles to find love in the late 90s and through the 2000s, as online dating both made dating more affordable and much more convenient than VHS dating, since all you really needed to do was make an account online. No more spending thousands of dollars on memberships, no more traveling to dating centers, and no more cringy videos. For now. But before we say goodbye to Great Expectations and VHS Dating of the 80s and 90s, I wanted to look back at some of these videos and see if I could find my own potential 80s love of my life. And what better way to do that than to watch some videos from Great Expectations. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any. But there's always the next best thing. Fortunately for us, videos from a company called Videomate have survived. So that's what we're gonna be watching today. And why do this alone? Why not drag some other sexy singles with their own jean jackets to experience this magical dating medium with me? I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go to my friend's house and we're gonna go and watch some of these sexy dating videos. Kelsey, Andres, you f***ed up being my friend. Now you're gonna experience this torture with me. Alright, what's up? We're about to watch some 80s dating videos. I got some sexy singles 80s friends with me. And by that, I just mean I brought my own friends over to watch some 80s dating videos. And we're gonna see if we can find a date for each one of us today. You think you're gonna find someone good for you?
Absolutely not.
I can't wait to meet them.
I'm looking for someone who's looking for me.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I live in the West End Pretend Valley. Pardon me.
Hello, my name is Ellen. Some people call me sexy. Others say I'm sensuous.
Oh! Oh! Sensuous.
I want her. She knew what she wanted.
Yeah, right?
I want her. I want her.
Hi, I'm Linda. Well, you know, when I'm not using my doctor and pharmacy to troubleshoot a large healthcare computer system, I'm over at the gym pumping iron or driving my black Porsche with the wind blowing through my hair and singing along with Anita Baker's Rapture of Love.
Why is she rolling her eyes
Okay.
so much?
I love her. That's the woman for me.
You like a woman with a lack of eye contact?
No, not that. She's smart, she knows computers, and she's pumping iron at the gym every day.
That's true, it's true, okay.
And you can have the wind blowing through your hair in her black Porsche.
That's right.
Right. I can't get over the fact that she wouldn't look at us.
Right?
Maybe she's shy. She's just shy.
Oh, true.
She's just a little shy.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
I guess you could say I'm an Oreo cookie freak. I have an Oreo cookie jar, Oreo salt and pepper shakers. I like to collect anything with an Oreo on it. And I love to eat double stuffed ones. They're the best.
You better not bring no motherfucking Chips Ahoy, boys.
Cookie jar, Oreo salt and pepper
She
shakers.
looks like a poodle.
I like to collect anything with an Oreo on it. Someone that's clean. Be clean, you know?
She is the modern woman. She just wants a man who bathes. And even that is too much.
To get to the point where you're going to a place where you're trying to look for love and you're like, someone please be clean. I can't imagine how many men she's had to go through that she's got this reaction now.
I am looking for a passionate yet permanent romance within the guidelines of safe dating.
Why is there a rubber glove?
Well, I gotta go now.
Is she expressing that she cleans the household?
Or is she expressing this? She's a killer.
She could be a giant germaphobe.
Germaphobe. Whoa.
I don't want to touch nothing in this fucking VCR dating. What if they're doing more than VCR dating?
Oh, no.
No, not DCR.
One who is charming, personable, doesn't smoke in my face.
That poor woman.
She is serving. She got on there. She's like, listen, I'm going to show you what I got. And that's it. That's all you need.
I was focused on, she's like, I just want someone who doesn't smoke in my face. This poor
She said words?
Yeah. Go back.
Charming, personable, doesn't smoke in my face.
Quit blowing in my face. Yeah. Okay.
This poor lady, like you're going, it's like just someone who doesn't blow smoke in my face.
Peak 80s.
All right, it's time to check out the men.
Oh, yes.
Hello. Okay.
How was it?
Oh.
Dude, pause it right there. Dude, he's hot as hell.
Ashton Kutcher himself?
Right? Thought I told you never to call me here.
Some of the things though.
No! No!
What happened?
What a sexy beast!
He had such a good smile, and then he said that.
No, he won me with that.
He won you?
Because I was like, you're right, I don't gotta call you no more.
I like an attractive woman, someone who might look like Christy Brinkley or Jacqueline Smith.
Wait a
Is he
second.
blinking one eye?
No, I think he's got a twitch.
Yeah. Christy Brinkley? He thinks he could pull Christy Brinkley?
Marco, please pull up a photo of Christy Brinkley so I can know what she looks like.
There's the photo.
Wow, he cannot.
That's editing from
Oh,
editing marker
let me
right here.
actually show you what Christy Brinkley looked like in the 80s.
Oh my god.
That's what she looked like in the 80s.
Wait, go back to the dude who said he wanted Christy Brinkley?
Someone who might look like Christy Brinkley or Jacqueline Smith.
That guy who thinks he could pull Christy Brinkley?
He wanted the 80s Kate Upton, and it's not even funny.
Somebody that maybe even gets rough once in a while, you know, and I'm a ham. I've been on Jeopardy. I decided that I'm lonely.
He's been on Jeopardy.
Just a smash cut. I'm lonely.
Didn't he say, I've decided I'm lonely?
Yeah,
too?
go back.
I decided that I'm lonely.
They don't give him anything else.
No, I just love that he just decided.
I like to think he definitely woke up in the morning, empty, cold bed, looked in the mirror and said, I'm lonely.
Yeah.
And that's it. He went on. He called the local hotline. He got on.
Might not
Unfortunately.
appear it, but
Take notes.
semi-crazy.
Wait, hold on. We gotta go back.
Dude, I'm so excited for this guy. Okay, we'll go back. We'll go back.
So much going on.
I just heard semi-crazy, and I need to know what that was referring
But
to.
then I saw who's coming.
might not appear it, but semi-crazy.
Kind of your typical research.
He's only semi-crazy.
That was kind of hot, though. You know, he kind of admitted it with the red background. That was kind of hot.
Look at this Viking right here.
This is me if I made an 80s dating video, for sure.
He looks like he's from Night of the Museum.
Absolutely.
Dude, you know he's gonna go to the Ren Fair. Which
he LARPs.
Yeah.
He LARPs, for sure.
For sure.
He invented the LARP.
Kind of your typical research mathematician, I guess. Walking down.
Can we
He
move
loves
on?
math.
If you know, you know.
We're gonna move on.
If you know, you know. This is Kelty's type to a T.
We found a guy.
We found him. Oh my god.
Who knew? We just had to look at the Vikings.
Co-ed bubble bath sounds like a real fun idea I want to try out.
That should be reserved for when you're already dating.
Right.
I don't want to hear that.
I'm a nice fellow. I don't know. I'm a...
Okay, he seems okay.
I actually like him the most. Besides the very first guy, who I'm still thinking about, he seems great.
He seems nice.
Attracted to black women and women of different races. So if you like me, give me a call.
Go back. No, don't give me a comment. Go back.
I'm particularly attracted to black women and women of different races. So if you like me, give me a call.
Okay, go off, King.
Are you a little crazy?
Another crazy guy?
I'm loving this trend. All the women really portraying who they are, what their interests are. All the men. I'm crazy, I'm lonely, and I want a hot model.
Right? And whoever's ever with me has to like to do it too, or they're going to go nuts, because I'll drive you nuts.
I see.
Wait.
Insanity is a through line with the men.
I feel so much worse for the women. Because they're just trying to find a nice man.
Oh my god,
They're
don't blow smoke in my face.
Yeah, don't blow smoke in my face. Like, just be clean, please. And these people are just like,
I'm fucking crazy. I am motherfucking crazy.
I'm looking for the goddess.
There's our guy again.
There's our guy.
He's back.
And he's looking for goddess.
He's so charming.
So fucking dreamy, dude.
He's
so dreamy.
He's got so much riz. It's kind of crazy.
Are you the goddess? Who is the goddess?
The goddess is the woman, is a woman, is any woman, is all women.
True.
Dude.
True.
Dude.
All women are goddesses.
That dude, speaking profound wisdom. This dude's hot as hell, dude.
He's so hot. Why does he need to go and get a VCR dating tape?
There's something underneath the hood.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this man.
There's something wrong. Uncle Jesse is not getting it.
Right?
I need to know why.
Right? Dude, he should be drowning. Yeah, he's here. There's something going on. He's probably looking for a victim.
Oh, Ted Bundy right now?
Right? Yeah.
We need to look this man up later.
I'm a 25-year subscriber to both Playboy and the New Yorker magazine.
Wow, what a man. That's a man's man.
Right.
That dude whooped it out and told me how it is. 25 years of Playboy magazine and 25 years of the New Yorker. That man both reads and gawks. Would you date a man that has got a Playboy magazine subscription?
I don't know, honestly.
Well, let's modernize it. Would you date a man that's got an OnlyFans subscription?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know if it would be a deal breaker.
Depends who he's subscribed to, huh?
Well, it's too complicated to explain. Moving on.
No fatties. I want
What a fucking dick.
But look at him, though! Look at him! No way a man like that said no fatties.
Hey, he knows what he wants.
That man do not want thick thighs.
He just doesn't want a relationship.
that man don't know what's good in life. That's all I gotta say.
He's looking for his Christy Brinkley.
Without saying it.
Yeah.
He said it in a way worse way.
I'm losing my ability to comment.
These men are phenomenal.
No dopers, no smokers, no alcoholics. I steal watches. No posers.
Wait, he steals watches?
Is that what he said?
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
No dopers, no smokers, no alcoholics. I steal watches.
No posers.
I commit felonies.
I gotta know what the context is.
Dude. Don't put this on fucking tape. Don't put it on tape. You gave him evidence, dude.
I love all of the men are just, I am crazy, I will murder you, and I want the most smoking babes possible.
God damn, no wonder these women are on the VCR dating because all these men are crazy. So they're like, little less crazy, please.
Why is the like sad like music that they put with Rain in editing in my head right now? The like violin music.
That girl who said just don't blow smoke in my face is like, and don't steal watches, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
don't steal watches. Do not admit your crimes on tape either.
I steal watches.
I like how all these motherfuckers have been so crazy. We've been totally ignoring this guy being like, no dopers, no smokers, no alcoholics.
No, that's no fatties.
That's no fatties.
Yeah, that's no fatties, guys.
That's no fatties.
No fatties.
No fatties. No dopers, no smokers, no alcoholics.
No fatties.
Dude, this guy is asking for too much.
He wants...
You're on VCR dating, bro.
He wants a skinny girl with no dopers, no smokers, and no what?
No posers.
No posers. Dude, you're asking for too much. You're already here at VCR dating, dude.
We don't like to take out the garbage.
What I'm doing right now is making a movie about World War II. No Donna Juanitas.
And I'm...
Hold on, who is that? Look that up. Who is that? Donna Juanita. This is no fatties. He says he wants no Donna Juanitas.
Why do I feel like it's a horrible
Why do I feel like that's
stereotype?
just like Mexicans? Like,
Yeah.
I want Mexicans.
Feminine version of Don Juan, a woman who gets together with many men, a promiscuous woman.
He was a real gentleman about it. He was a real gentleman about
So
no
he,
hoes.
so he just comes out and says no fat women, but also sprinkles that on there.
No fat women, got no problems, and no hoes. Okay.
And no Mexicans.
Low key.
Yeah, low
also,
key.
no Mexicans.
You could have just said, I don't want promiscuous women.
Yeah.
Smash cut back to the guy who said, I like black women.
Yeah, right.
Black women and women of different races. Give me a call.
I actually like him now.
I kind of vibe with that guy now.
Kelsey, you find any good dates in these videos?
You know, I see a lot of women online complain about how horrible Tinder dating is. I don't think it's worse than this. I think it has always been tragic to be a single woman.
So, no takers.
No takers.
Wait, but what about Mr. Charming Smile?
Yeah, what about Mr. Charming Smile? He looks so good. What about the Viking?
What about the mathematician?
He's the Viking.
Nah, no. Not quite there. Not quite there.
All right, what about you, Andres? You find any good takers?
It was so long ago when we saw the women. I can only remember the one that looked like a dog.
The Oreo lady?
Yeah, she seemed nice. From Sci-Fi Valley.
Yeah.
Sci-Fi Valley, yeah.
She seemed real nice. And she was 27, so she's in my age range. So I'm down. I'm down with Sci-Fi Valley.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you like Oreos too.
I love double stuffers, so...
Right. Perfect.
What about you, Marco?
Dude, I'm going with, I think her name was Linda. The girl who could fix a computer and go to the gym and pump iron.
And had the wind blowing through her hair.
Yes, so hot. She's my perfect woman.
You look great in a black Porsche.
Right?
True.
Linda, if you're out there, I'm totally willing to take you on a date, Linda.
I'm sorry, I totally ignored you. I was looking at Mr. Charming Smile the whole time. He is so hot. Look at the guy.
Dude, he's so good looking.
A mathematician, though? Kelsey?
And he's a Viking?
And he's a Viking.
He's a Viking warrior?
He invented the LARP?
I'm gonna have to pass. This is my third time passing on him, so I think he's out of the running.
Well, I think we got some good contenders. We watched a lot of dating videos. We found our peoples. Well, me and Andres found people. Kelsey, not so much. I guess she's got to keep looking. But me and Andres, we got our guys. We got our girls.
Kelsey, can I have your number?
No.
All right.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there before it gets more embarrassing for you. Now, as cringy and awkward Great Expectations and other VHS dating services of the era were, we owe a lot to them for helping shape online dating as we know it today. In fact, a lot of aspects of online dating can be traced back here in the VHS era. The large black binders filled with professional photographs and written bios for each member at Great Expectations parallels the written bios and picking pictures off your phone camera rolls that we experience today with apps like Tinder and Bumble. Hinge has taken the interview format of VHS dating, but instead of having a man behind a camera ask you questions, Hinge gives you the prompt system, allowing you to answer questions about your wants and interests so potential daters can learn more about you in a more organic manner. Hell, it looks like they even added a video feature, further connecting VHS dating to online dating of the modern day. And that's not all. VHS dating's influence stretches so far to the point that even the website you're watching this on right now is influenced by VHS dating. That's right, YouTube was originally intended to be a dating website meant to host people's video profiles.
On April 23rd, YouTube.com went live for the first time. It was hosted on a single web server, rented for $100 a month. We didn't even know how to describe our new product. To generate interest, we just said it was a new kind of dating site. We even had a slogan for it. Tune in, hook up.
But the creators of YouTube couldn't get anyone to actually make a dating video, even when they offered to pay them money. And can you blame them? Do you remember how cringy those dating videos were?
I'm looking for the goddess. Are you the goddess?
So realizing that having any kind of videos is better than having no videos, Javed Karim, one of the founders of YouTube, uploaded a bunch of videos of 747 planes taking off and landing, transforming the website from a video dating site into a video dating site for people with hyperfixations for airplanes.
Dating? Airplanes? Who wants to date airplanes?
Me, Javed. I date an airplane. You don't understand. I grew up with cartoons, and you know some of those animators had some bad intentions when they were drawing some of those characters. Sexy rabbit ladies? Sexy aliens? Sexy cars? No, not that one. That one, hell yeah. I'm sure there's some sort of plain character in the back of my mind that's stunning my childhood development in one way or another. Oh god. Oh god, I forgot it was JJ the jet plane! No please, no please! I was just kidding, I'm never dating an airplane! Never dating an airplane! Make him go away, Jonathan! No! Those faces, they're so scary, dude! No! Please! No! Fuck! Are they gone? But while nobody was interested in actually uploading any dating videos, what the three men who started YouTube noticed was that people were starting to upload videos of their personal life, videos of their dogs, or their vacations, or even their wicked sick snowboarding skills.
We found this very interesting. We said, why don't we just let the users define what YouTube is all about? By June, we had completely revamped the website, making it more open and more general. It worked. Our little website was finally taking off.
People weren't using the website to date like they originally intended. They were using it to share their own personal lives, which is pretty awesome. I mean, they were either doing that or they were sharing their anime music videos. Yeah, you remember those, huh? I bet you were using the Windows Movie Maker to make your Naruto clips, put some Linkin Park in the background to make your anime music videos, huh? You remember that, huh? You did that shit, huh? You were 13 or 14 back in 2005 and you were making your anime music videos. Don't lie to me. Do not lie to me. I need you to fess up right now. I don't know why I'm giving you so much shit. I may have watched a couple of anime music videos back then. I was a little kid. I thought they were cool. Oh, this is super awesome. And so after 2 months, YouTube would go from a dating website for airplane nerds to the website we all know and love today. And thank God. Can you imagine a world without YouTube? You tell me I could have lived in a world with no Mr. Beast, no Five Nights at Freddy's law videos, and no skibbity toilets? I don't want to live in that world, dude. I don't even want to think about how awful that world could have been.
My fellow citizens, I'm happy to announce that ADHD has been cured.
Sounds like a shit-ass world if you ask me. But thankfully, we live in a digital world, where YouTubers can talk about whatever stupid-ass topics come to their mind, like the weird world of VHS dating, and how online dating is much easier, much less cringier, and we all owe it to Jeffrey Ullman, VHS Dating, and Great Expectations.
Jeff, you must work or something. Just add water. Huh? Just add water. You're a man with a mission.
Of course, I want to marry America. Why not?